So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Flush down out to his left. He's got it inside the 25. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Pacheco does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And that hit stops him in his tracks. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick-6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On the option, they give it to Pacheco. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. It's Pacheco again. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Play action with Nix. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They have the full field ahead of them here as they start deep on their own side. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Here's a give up the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Riley Moss with that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air, Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the... This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And he protects himself for the slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down. Now Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll run now on second down. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, here's Nix. Into traffic, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with it on 4th and 1. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught beyond the marker. It's a Denver touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop. Second and 4. This one finds Kelsey. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second down run by Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. Hits his running back. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. Makes the grab in bounds left side. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down around the 34.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
second and 1. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw again. Nix. Complete beyond the marker. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They've got a man in motion. Nix now to throw. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Right back to Pacheco. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play, Because at least he didn't go backwards.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. Jukes one defender. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. So now, here's third and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Pacheco goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Broncos have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. Second and 6 coming up here. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Chased out to his right. It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, here we go. Second down. Nix from the gun. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They have themselves another first and 10. Blitz coming, Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
They'll try it with him again. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk, It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Mahomes now. Kelsey makes the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looking to throw Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Offense to the line for second down. To the air, Mahomes. He's on the move.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Man in motion here. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos want to end it in regulation if they can. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all... You stick someone like that.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. He's got a man left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
Okay, you remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken in the 1st round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
And he's brought down Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.